Good morning, welcome to another episode of Bill's Seadoo Midlife Crisis. I am Bill, and today I'm in the car, as you can see, driving towards Oakville Harbour, which is a spot that I put my jet skis in very regularly, usually with my wife and kids, but today I'm on my own, so I thought I would take the opportunity to shoot a little video about this little spot that we go to so often during the jet ski season, which is a short one here in Ontario. But this is a great spot, and thankfully and luckily for us, we live down in this area of Oakville, which is just west of Toronto, about 20 kilometers west of Toronto, on the south end of the city, down near the lake. So as out the window, as you can see, we're going by, this is the lakeshore that I'm on, traveling west, and these are, I don't know how well you can see it or how well you can make it out, but these are some unbelievable homes, estates in many cases, and this is a very nice, wealthy, well-kept, beautiful area of Ontario, and like I said, I feel lucky to live here. I will say I don't live in one of those homes. I live in a bit more of a normal home. You guys have seen my home in other videos, which is kind of a regular suburban home, but these are really pretty fantastic. And we're coming up now on downtown Oakville, which I will not be driving through because the traffic through downtown Oakville, even though this is a little town and it's 8:30 in the morning, there's a fair bit of traffic, so I'm gonna kind of bypass it. Okay, now just on the other side of downtown Oakville, and we are just coming up over the 16-mile creek, Credit River, nope, 16-mile creek, and we are about to make our way down to the marina. So part of the reason I love this marina and this boat launch is because it's pretty quiet. It's not very busy, and it's kind of tucked away. I don't think a lot of people know about it, which this video might might ruin that a little bit, but as you can see, we're pulling down into it and it is not busy at all. In fact, at the moment there's almost nobody here, which is remarkable. You might be able to see over here on my right a whole bunch of docks, and that's like, you know, 10 docks that are out of the water because we had an enormous storm here a week or so ago, where we got 30 days worth of rain in like 3 hours, and there was flooding and a lot of damage. A lot of boats got damaged and a lot of docks got damaged, and it was quite a thing. So anyway, here we are pulled up. There's somebody just putting a boat in at the moment, and let's get my machines ready. I'm actually just my machine, and here we go. Okay, got the car parked, and now we are on our way out to the lake. So like I said, it's a small little launch, lots of guys in their sea kayaks and paddle boards here first thing in the morning, and as you can see, lots of sailboats. It's a pretty active marina, but there are a lot of boats that come here and don't seem to move a lot, so more like floating cottages than they are actual vessels that go out and get used on the water. But nonetheless, it's pretty nice. It's a nice shot down the marina. Really nice. That's their the Oakville Yacht Squadron clubhouse and their little fake lighthouse. There's a real lighthouse out where we're going, and this goes down all the way under, that's Lakeshore, and keeps going down the river and for a little while, and there's another marina down there called the Oakville Powerboat Club. So it's a nice spot. Here we go. Okay, not sure how good the audio will be. It's a little loud and I don't have my microphone with me, but here we are on the way out to the lake. It's not a long no-wake zone here, about oh, I don't know, 500, 600 meters, maybe 1,000 meters. No, it's not even that, 500 or 600 meters, so it's not very long. And nice and easy. Again, some beautiful boats here. Activity up and down. Morning. And like I say, it's a very, very nice place to launch from, and usually not that much busier than this. So unlike a lot of the American ramp YouTube channels, like my own Miami boat ramps, where you see cars lined up for miles to get on and people fighting and things like that, this ramp rarely gets like that. Maybe like on a long weekend, Saturday morning or Saturday at 5 or 6 o'clock, when there's a lot of people going in and out, it might. I've seen like one conflict at that ramp. Usually it is, you just wait your turn if you have to wait at all, and that's all there is to it. On my left here, that building is called the Tow Wharf building, and that is a auxiliary chapter of the Coast Guard. And that boat there that's docked, that is a rescue boat that patrols this area, and this area all the way over to I think Burlington, maybe even further, maybe even all the way to St. Catharines, and then part of the way into Toronto. And that's an organization that basically rescues people that get stuck out on the water or have problems or their machines break or whatever. And then this is an old lighthouse that it does actually light up at night, and that's all there is to it. So we're almost there, as you can see. On my right is you can see that Oakville monument. I'm not sure what that's something to do with native settlers, original settlers here. And then this, if I can get the camera up a little higher, is a very nice park that I'm not going to show you so much this time because I'm going the other way today. So I'm going to come out here, and you could go east or west. I'm going east towards Toronto today, but you certainly could go west all the way to Burlington, St. Catharines, Niagara, which would be right over there. So that would be all the way around this way. Today, I am going to go the other way. Maybe we're going to get our picture taken. Who knows? All right, stand by. This one the Xavier School for the Gifted, because it reminds us of just that from the movie X-Men. That kind of cracks us up because it's so big, it's so palatial that you know, it's pretty incredible. How many chimneys does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chimneys. So that's a lot of fireplaces. Anyway, it's, you know, what money can't buy. Fantastic, and the properties are kept unbelievably. So there's a few more like that. I'm going to highlight a couple, and just, you know, so you can get a feel for what this ride is like. So again, here we go out to that point right over there. Is that's like kind of the first point, and where you see the industrial smokestacks and the big freighter, that's kind of the end of this run. It's not very long. It's, you know, maybe 10 kilometers and at the most, and beyond that is all just industrial. So it's not as nice a ride. So we don't usually go past there. So this is usually our quick ride in the morning. Usually takes about half an hour, and on a morning like this, as you can see, there's a nice shot of the sun coming up, and there's a nice boat out there sailing early in the morning. But when you've got nice calm water, and this water is not as calm as it gets sometimes, pretty calm though, it's fantastic to sit out here. So my wife and I will often come out here in the morning and you know, get somewhere over there and turn off and talk for a little bit and then ride back. So I'm going to ride over to that spot and show you a few more of the unbelievable houses. There's another one there with the walkway down to the water, where I want to say I see people putting in their paddle boards or kayaks all the time, but truth is I've never seen that. We call that one the Chateau Frontenac because it kind of reminds us of that, Quebec City. So these we've nicknamed all these. We do this run so much that we've seen these houses like a million times. There is another one of my favorites, the black one there beside the green one that's being built. Not as giant, but what a fantastic property and fantastic windows. But I just got the low fuel, so that's going to be the end of my ride for us. So there is a quick look at where we go, and I'll keep the camera running on my way back, and hopefully I don't run out of gas. Well, I doubt it will. But here we go. Quick thing while we're out here, over here in the background is a small park, and I forgot what it's called. It is called, anyway, I forgot what it's called, but it's Lakeside Park. That's what it's called, like a rush tube. It is a nice little park where you can skip rocks. You see people down there on the rock beach skipping rocks, and you can walk right all down through around the marina, and you can also walk all the way down. Let me just spin around here, all the way down past pretty much to where we were, all the way down there. There's a path all the way down lake, across the lake. You might be able to see some people walking right there. They're in the distance. Anyway, that's a great little park. This is a great little area to come visit, whether you're walking or you're on your boat. Anyway, let's get inside before I run out of gas. Okay, back in the channel, heading back to the ramp. There's that park I was telling you about on the way out. Really nice walking spot, and there's just a parking lot for it. And of course the pier, which on the weekends and in the evenings is really full of people. They like to walk down here. This is kind of the end of that walk I was describing for you. Back towards that the tow wharf building again, and back into the channel and towards the boat launch. So that is basically, you've just witnessed a half or 2/3 of a morning run that I do with my wife and kids a lot during the summer. We get down here from our house in about 10 minutes and get the boats in the water in another 10 minutes, and there you go. There's some of the local sea, whatever those are called, sea kayak or paddle, whatever those. Anyway, those guys are here every morning. And we just have a really great time with this little outing on our jet skis in the middle of the city. So it's nicer to be up north on the smaller lakes for sure, in Muskoka and the Kawarthas and anywhere up in our, we have so many great lakes in this province, but that's an hour to 2 hours away. So we don't get there as often as we can get here, which is, you know, a couple times a week at least. So anyway, that is that. I'll kind of wrap up here and say thanks for watching. I hope that was, if you didn't know about this little area of Lake Ontario and you've got a small boat or a jet ski or a paddleboard or a sea kayak or whatever the various things that you might get out on the water, this is a great place to do it from. So hope that helps. Take care. So here we are up on the bridge, leaving the marina on Lakeshore. There we are. There's where we were, down there, having our nice little adventure. And here, coming up here, I'll just get my hand resting here, is a little shot of downtown Oakville. Let's see if I can get this like that, just so it's steady shops. This is a really nice little area that you can come down to, park your car, and walk around. You could eat a meal at any one of a bajillion nice little restaurants, get ice cream, and just enjoy a summer day or a winter day, because it's pretty nice here in the winter as well. And they have patios, as you can see, and meat markets and bread places and clothing places and all sorts of nice things. It's just a nice small town vibe that you can enjoy here on a day, any day, but it's very popular on the weekends. But again, pretty nice little spot to live near, because we have the ability to come down here, you know, anytime we want, which is nice. And try not to crash the car while I drive and film at the same time. Don't tell anybody. And yeah, so that's it. That's kind of the end of it. Where this next stoplights is the end of it. So it's not big. It's, you know, maybe a kilometer long at the most, but it's a nice spot for sure. There's a spot here on the left, right there, Croissant Express. Fantastic croissants, great bacon and eggs, nice place. Anyway, all sorts of good places down here, and then we're back on to Lakeshore. Well, we've been on Lakeshore, but we're into the residential part of Lakeshore. And as on the way down here at the beginning of the video, I was showing you some of the, you know, really nice houses that are along here, and I'll give you a couple more shots of it on the way home. That is the gateway to the Xavier School for the Gifted, as we joke about. And down here a little further, just you know what, right there, this property is the Chateau Frontenac, as we like to call it. And you can't even see the house because the property is so gigantic. So anyway, there's a bunch of really opulent, gigantic houses, which are, you know, I don't know if they're necessary, but they are nice to look at, and to each their own. But it is nice to live in an area that has such nice properties, for sure.